Hey, great that you found my YouTube video. I also hope that you're going to find my site, lastnightinsweden.net, that I started a few weeks ago to draw some attention to things that I find very disturbing going on here in my home country of Sweden. And this story is actually quite a juicy story. If somebody would have told me about this, I'm not so sure that I would have believed it. But it is actually 100% true. And if you Google it, I think you're going to find it in various places. Actually, you can find more information about it. It sounds like a bad joke. It's actually behavioral scientist Magnus Söderlund, a professor in marketing in Handelshögskolan Stockholm, that is dead serious about this. He's holding seminars right now where he's lecturing about the possibility to eat human flesh in order to, here we go, save the climate. Let me just state something. I am not a scientist, so how serious the whole situation is with climate change, I cannot possibly know, even though I can guess. According to Söderlund, though, that there are many difficult taboos amongst the public in the Western world that makes it difficult for operators that might want to enter the human flesh market. He has figured out that people in general has a hard time with dead bodies, which is something he finds strange since people are killing each other savagely these days. He thinks that people are stuck in these taboos because it's been said not to violate a dead body. The third factor that makes it difficult for operators to establish themselves in the market is that the public is usually locked in ways that has previously worked well. Quote, people are slightly conservative when it comes to eating things they are not used to. End of quote. Finally, he concludes that it's important to awake the question for the climate. Quote, if we're going to twist and turn every single rock when it comes to different questions regarding climate and sustainability, at least it's important to awake the question. End of quote. But the whole debate about the climate, well, don't know if it's so much of a debate really. Not here in Sweden, anyways. We're constantly being told that we're running out of time and that we're 10 years away from the tipping point where when climate changes will be irreversible. Also, every time there's some major natural disaster somewhere in the world, we're being told it's due to climate change. Here's the thing, I'm not the most knowledgeable, but there are some things that I can understand. I can understand simple statistics that tells me the occurrence of weather phenomena such as hurricanes, etc., has not increased and is in fact not killing more people now than before. Fact is, less people are actually dying now than in the past. This tells me something is not right when I keep hearing all the time that we're on the brink of disaster. We're in a climate disaster right now, is what I'm being told. And this here in Sweden is being repeated every time there's like a hurricane or something that sweeps over Florida, an earthquake, or something similar to that. Fact is, you cannot even watch TV or listen to the news for one single day here in Sweden without hearing about climate change. I'm not kidding. Every day. Considering that here in Sweden, not a single person has died due to climate change. Yet, That's pretty incredible. I will even venture as far as saying that with absolute certainty, people here wouldn't even know or care there was climate change unless someone told them repeatedly every day. I'm 44 years old. For my entire life, the climate has been roughly the same. This I know. I'm not a scientist, but this I can see with my bare eyes. So for there to be so much talk and hype about something that in fact has zero effect on people's everyday life is quite incredible. So, what I'm trying to tell you is that the general discussion here in Sweden is very extreme, and especially when it comes to certain things, such as climate change, for example. Like I said, here in Sweden, there's certainly no debate about whether there is a climate change or if temperature has changed. What is the actual cause of it? No debate. The only thing we're being told is that the cause is carbon monoxide, and we need to do absolutely everything we can to stop the increase of this lethal gas before it's too late. As if that wasn't strange enough, now it's also getting seriously weird. I have seen some weird stuff, I have to say, but I'm pretty sure this one takes the trophy. A professor that is seriously suggesting cannibalism to save the climate. But hey, what the heck, you might think? We've all heard weirdos every now and then, right? The thing about this that should stun you like a left hook delivered by Mike Tyson is that this fruitcake suggesting this vile, uncivilized, and loathsome act is being given a platform on national TV and in newspapers, is being taken seriously and asked questions by reporters as if this is a measure that we may have to take in order to save the climate. Become cannibals. Some people have suggested that this might actually be a joke or some kind of a test to see how far it's possible to take the debate about what we need to do in order to prevent climate change. If that would turn out to be the case, I will applaud Professor Magnus Söderlund for an excellent point. Reason being, we've already had people stating in public that we need to get rid of democracy, for example, in order to save the climate. You see, as it seems, the madness has no limits so far. So in that case, it would have been a brilliant move by the professor to create a wake-up call to see where the debate is going. It's almost been a month now since Professor Magnus Söderlund suggested we become cannibals in order to save the climate. There are still no signs of it not being serious. I wish you a pleasant week. God bless you. Take care.